we're going to simplify, do some simplifications here. What if we had I to the 30th? Well, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to write that as I raised to the second, all of that raised to the 15th. So 2 times 3, or 2 times 15 is 30. But remember what I squared is, it's -1. So -1 to the 15th, because this is an odd number, a negative raised to the odd number is going to be positive, right? So that just ends up becoming -1. Okay. If I had I to the 91st, we would want to rewrite that as I times I to the 90th. And that can be rewritten as I times I raised to the second power, and all of that raised to the 45th power. So we have I times, and I raised to the second power is -1, remember? And of course that's an odd number. And so that becomes a -1. All of this right here, so we end up with -I. I want to bring that negative over to the left. Say I had a -I to the 27th. So we're going to break that up into -I squared times I to the 25th. No, actually, we don't want to do it that way. I just seen something. We want to break it up like this. There we go, to the 26th. So now we can write this as I squared, and all of that is raised to the 13th power. So we have -I. Remember, I squared is -1. It's raised to the 13th power. So we end up with -1 raised to the 13th power is going to be -1. And a negative times a negative is positive, so we end up with just I there. Okay, this is -I raised to the -29. I'm going to rewrite this. This is -1 over I to the 29th. And of course, this part here, we're just going to focus on that. That can be written as I times I to the 28th. I times I squared, and all of this is going to be raised to the 14th. Right, breaking up this 28, 2 times 14. So now we have, and -1 raised to the 14th is a +1, so we're just left with an I here, so that's just going to be -1 over I. And of course, we multiply the top and the bottom by I, so we have -I over I squared and -I over -1. So this all reduces down to just I. Right? Negative over negative is positive. So this is equal to I. If I had -7 I to the 0, well, I to the 0 is just 1, so you're just left with -7. Here's a good one here, 3I to the 25. So this becomes 3I times I times, so I scratched that out. I broke this up, I times I to the 2524, right? We subtracted 1 there, add the exponents. Rewrite this as I squared raised to 1262, because those two multiplied together gives us 24, I'm sorry. And I squared is -1, and the negative raised to a positive power is going to be a +1, and so we're just left with 3I. So this guy is equal to 3I.